Thank you for watching Lango News channel.
In a century that forced memory and identity to bend and then reforge, when Nyaci Yosam Odur Ebii stood like an old tamarind, weathered, deep-rooted, and sheltering an entire people beneath his shade. He was at once a custodian of Lango custom, a pragmatic bridge builder in modern Uganda, a peacemaker whose voice carried the weight of history, and a tenderness of an elder calling children home. His passing closes a luminous chapter of Lango cultural revival, leaving a legacy that will be interpreted, contested, and cherished for generations. Yosam Odur Ebii was born in the early 1920s in the Lango sub-region. He grew up in a rural Lango setting where oral history, clan institutions, and customary law formed the fabric of everyday life. Public reporting focuses on his community role and traditional leadership rather than formal academic credentials. Like many leaders of his generation, he combined traditional knowledge and lived experience as training for public life. However, his close associates said he studied agriculture and worked with government to promote growing of cash crops such as cotton and others. Before his formal election as Nyaci, Ebii was widely respected among clan heads, Owitong, and community elders. He emerged as a trusted mediator and cultural steward in local affairs, a reputation that laid the groundwork for his later selection as Lango paramount chief. His reputation for humility, fairness, and patient arbitration was repeatedly mentioned by local media and cultural institutions. When traditional cultural institutions in Uganda reconstituted after decades of dormancy, Lango restored its cultural leadership through the Lango Cultural Foundation. Yosam Odur Ebii was enthroned as Nyaci in 2003 after selection by the Council of Clan Heads, becoming the modern ceremonial paramount chief of the Lango people. He is widely described in news reporting as the third leader in the modern restored line. He helped strengthen the Lango Cultural Foundation's governance, instituting a cultural cabinet, secretariat, and strategic planning processes to preserve Lango heritage while engaging modern development actors. He played a consistent peacemaking role in a sub-region recovering from decades of conflict, encouraging dialogue among clans, supporting post-conflict reintegration, and urging the youth to embrace culture rather than armed division. Under his stewardship, the Lango Cultural Foundation emphasized documenting oral history, teaching Lango language, and reinforcing traditional ceremonies as anchors of identity. He was also a God-fearing Anglican who almost at the end of every speech pleaded with God for health of Lango people and continues his usual enchantment of peace, health, and production of children. Ebii's enthronement in 2003 followed the formal reconstitution of Lango's Cultural Office. Reporters and Lango Cultural Foundation alike describe him as the third modern occupant of Nyaci office, a ceremonial but influential role in which he presided over cultural functions, settled disputes, and served as the moral voice of Lango. The key accomplishments often credited to him include rebuilding Lango Cultural Foundation by creating functional governance structures and promoting a strategic approach to cultural preservation. He participated in reconciliation after insurgency and displacement and mobilizing elders and youth around non-violent resolution. This was also testified by the paramount chief of Asholi, Ruot David Onen Ashana, during a royal visit at his home in Debohe, raising Lango's national profile. His interventions and public statements brought attention to Lango cultural and development concerns and earned him respect across Uganda. But he was also confronted with challenges and court battles. Ebee's later years were marked by deep institutional fractures inside Lango cultural space. A faction led by engineer Moses Michael Odonkune contested leadership arrangements, competing coronation attempts, and elections for a new paramount chief led to lawsuits and injunctions. Courts at times altered coronations and called into question election procedures. At one point, the minister responsible for cultural affairs publicly stated that Ebii had abdicated and therefore was not the recognized incumbent unless formal legal processes reinstated him. A highly public dispute that brought ministry action, court orders, and appeals. The High Court and later proceedings intervened in 2004-2005 to stop coronations and rule on the legality of elections, creating a long-running legal struggle that complicated the Lango Cultural Foundation and Lango Cultural Institution's unity. Eyewitness and media accounts portray Ebii as preferring dialogue and legal channels over public confrontation. Even when critics questioned his succession plans or when rival factions mobilized, he and his supporters sought the courts and internal dispute mechanisms, urging for legitimacy via grand processes and statutory recognition. The emphasis from his circle was institutional continuity rather than personal power. Ebee's public messages consistently urged unity, cultural pride, and service to the community. He called on youth to respect tradition while pursuing education and urged leaders to put Lango's welfare above personal ambition. Many observers say his unfulfilled wish was to leave behind a completely reconciled Lango cultural leadership. The succession disputes at the end of his life indicate that full unity remained a work in progress. Death and final honors. Yosam Odur Ebii died at age 99 after a final illness. He passed on while receiving treatment at Lira University Teaching Hospital. Following his death, the Lango Cultural Institution announced 7 days of mourning, and public figures from across Uganda paid tribute to his role as a cultural patriarch. From a positive vantage point, Ebee's nearly century-long life allowed him to carry generational memory and moral authority. Even critics acknowledge his calming presence and the deep cultural imprint he left. The fact that his passing prompted wide public mourning, official recognition, and national commentary confirms the central place he occupied in Lango's modern story. Nyaci Yosam Odur Ebii belonged to the rare school of leaders whose power rested as much on restraint as on recognition. He taught the Lango that cultural dignity and social healing are twin labors, neither quick nor easy, and that the true work of a custodian is to hand over a living tradition, not a preserved relic. His life reminds us that leadership can be quiet and still transformative, not through domination, but through service, patient institution building, and an unrelenting call for peace. The chapters he closed are full of lessons. The ones he left unfinished are invitations for the next generation to step forward with courage and care. I am Denish Ongora. This is Lango News Channel.
Thank Thank you for watching Lango News channel. Please subscribe for more updates.